Would you rather go back and sit front row for Mankind Hell in a Cell or receive the mandible claw from Mick Foley?
I would rather sit front row for Hell in a Cell.
What a moment.
Yeah, because I could have got the mandible claw when he was there, I'm sure, but I didn't. I wish I would have thought of that.
Next time, next season, you bring back Mick Foley, mandible claw, you figure 4, oh my gosh. Okay, yeah. Okay, if you had to pick a match between Hell in a Cell or the I Quit match with The Rock, do you have a match that you prefer?
I didn't see the I Quit match with The Rock.
Oh my God.
I'm going to actually go watch it now. And then but the Hell in a Cell was one of the best matches ever. All
time. But yeah, the I Quit match was part of Beyond the Mat. So yeah, you got to watch the film.
I will.
Thesaurus. All right, next one.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. Would you rather only have one pair of shoes or only have one graphic tee?
I'd rather. So if I have one graphic tee, then
you get all your shoes.
One black pair of shoes matches with anything. So I like to be different every time I go out. So I'd have to have more than one t-shirt.
Okay.
That is fair.
I love shoes. You guys probably thought I was going to pick shoes, didn't you?
I actually did.
But yeah, I'd rather only have one pair of shoes because I haven't been collecting shoes much lately. And although I love shoes, I just kind of got turned off to what people do now is collect. And by collect, I mean buy and then try to resell them for a profit. I don't like that. So I stopped buying them. I don't buy them anymore. I haven't really bought many for years, but I wear mostly Crocs now and Uggs.
Okay. Also a surprising answer, but sure.
Yes,
but I do buy a couple pairs of Nike SBs like every year. There'll be 1 or 2 pairs I buy, which I love the Nike SBs, the skateboarding shoes. I haven't bought Jordans in years. They just, I've worn them all. They don't come out with nothing new. They just keep redoing the same thing over and over.
People are surprised that you didn't pick shoes. All right, here's the next one. Would you rather... Oh, okay, more shoes. Own the actual pair of Nike Air Mags from Back to the Future or own the Air Jordan X1 Space Jam shoes?
From the ones Jordan wore?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All day. Jordan's shoes. Give them to me. It's funny to say that because we actually filmed with some of these, and I think they're going to be, I think the season's still going, and probably I imagine this episode will be airing in the next couple of weeks while the movie comes out.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Because they have multiple pairs for the movie. It wasn't just one pair, but yeah, we filmed with a pair of these.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Okay.
And I wish I could have them.
Damn, I'm excited for the new Space Jam though. I'm counting down the hours. I'm ready for it. Bring it on, LeBronica. All right, next one.
All right. Would you rather own a copy of the E.T. Atari video game or own an Addams Family pinball machine?
Addams Family pinball machine, because I could get a lot of fun out of that. If I'd have to, hook the Atari up and play it to enjoy it with people. But I feel like a pinball machine is, I love pinball machines, and I never was huge on Atari. I don't know what that Atari game goes for. Maybe I'm making the wrong decision, but as far as I would actually play the Addams Family pinball machine with my friends all the time. And I'd get really good at it. And let me tell you, no one plays pinball funnier than Rick.
Oh, really?
He uses body English. He's shaking his hips and rocking the whole machine. It's so... Whoa. We used to have a Evel Knievel pinball machine in the back room, kind of where we hung out in between filming. And we would play it all day. We had so much fun. So I choose the pinball machine.
Good choice. Great choice. All right. Would you rather... have a turntable belonging to Reverend come into the shop or have a guitar owned by Johnny Ramone come into the shop?
Wow, that's kind of a tough one. I would pick Johnny Ramone's guitar for sure. I think it would be an easier sell than turntables, but I think they're both awesome items. Yeah, I definitely would pick the guitar. I just think it would be an easier sell at the shop because it's much easier to frame up and display a guitar and put it up on the wall. They're both amazing, cool items, and that was the hard one, even though I picked Johnny Ramone fast.
It's a good choice. Like you said, they're both good options.
Yeah.
All right, Danica.
All right.
But I'm a DJ,
Would
so that's
you
why it was
rather?
hard.
Yeah.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
and we know you also like punk music and rap music, so that's why
Yeah,
we try
sure.
to.
I grew up in the 90s, so like literally I listened to like, 90s rap, like whatever, Eminem and the Vandals and Guttermouth, you know what I mean? Like that's what I grew up on, such a weird, like, but it was
Yeah.
just all, I feel like that was all 90s, with Kurt Cobain mixed in there and everything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the 90s
Living.
were a weird time for all of us.
Oh, memories.
All right. Would you rather pawn the first video game you ever bought or pawn the first album you ever bought?
I don't even remember my first video game. I remember the first album I bought, but it wasn't the first album I got. The first album I ever bought was actually Guttermouth, Teriyaki Moto.
Okay.
Okay.
But the first cassette I ever got was Bell Biv DeVoe and LL Cool J. I forget which one, for Christmas. My mom got me those.
Man.
But yeah, yeah, I would definitely pawn the first album I bought, even though I don't think it would be worth anything.
You might get a couple
Let's not
bucks
talk
out of
about
it.
Bill
Oh, you know
DeVoe.
what? My
Come on.
first video game was Mario, and yeah, duh, it was Mario. I got Mario and Duck Hunt for Christmas.
Oh, Duck
And
Hunt.
Duck Hunt. Oh, yeah.
Lord.
And then my dad bought Tetris and pretty much took over the Nintendo.
That's addictive. Yep.
Mhm.
I remember Tetris was my first one for my Game Boy. I think that came with a Game Boy, or like Kirby's Dream World. All right, here's maybe the last one of these before we go into our second game.
So,
oh,
yes,
okay.
last
Would
one.
you rather play a round of golf with Ricky Fowler or ride motorcycles with Charlie Hunnam?
I'd rather play a round of golf with Ricky Fowler. I love golf. I've been playing it seriously for only about 6 months now. I've been watching Ricky Fowler the last few months play. Charlie Hannon's cool, but he's not. He's just on TV as a motorcycle rider. He's not a real motorcycle rider, and that's why I would choose Ricky Fowler. Nothing against Charlie Hannon. I think he's awesome, amazing actor. Love his movie. Sons of Anarchy was great. One of my favorite TV shows. But, it's just not it's what he's known for, but it's not what he really does. I feel like I might get a tip or two from Ricky Fowler and come out of it a better golfer.
All right.
Ooh.
I love how
like
you
your
actually
logic.
dissected this. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I figured most
logic.
people probably wouldn't understand that one at all. Also, I gave up all my motorcycles. I had carpal tunnel in both hands. Now, if I want to
Ooh,
ride
man.
a motorcycle, I just borrow one from Rick or Corey.
There you
And
go.
fun fact, I never had a motorcycle's license my whole life.
Oh, lovely. I went on my first motorcycle ride a couple months ago with Batista, which was really cool
I
and
rode a
very
motorcycle
terrifying.
to work every day for probably 4 years.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Don't worry about it.
Okay, so we have a second game. And we've never played this game before. Like, we play Would You Rather, we tailor it towards our guests. But this next game, like, we've never played before. So I don't know how this is going to go. We're going to try our best.
I'm a guinea pig once again. Okay. You guys like, we have Chumlee. He's known for being a guinea pig. Let's do it.
Well, we think this is going to be fun. So
I'm
this
happy
game,
to do it. I'm happy to be a guinea pig.
this game is called Best I Can Do. So what we're going to do is show you an item, and you just have to tell us what the best you could do is for said item.
And by
Danica,
best I can do, what do you mean? Like,
how much would you give us?
If we brought these items into the shop, what would be the best you could do for these? So the first item here, the Tricera high tops.
I'm not familiar with these. What do you know what brand they are?
So they are not currently in production. There's a Kickstarter for them.
Okay.
But if they existed, they probably wouldn't make very many of them.
If they were in high size, I'd probably pay up to $500 just because I want to wear them.
Because look how cool they look.
They are cool.
I'd actually wear those. Otherwise, I probably would have offered a lot less.
Aren't they rad?
I said offered up to 500. I would have started more around 150 though, and then tried to make it hard.
Still good.
Okay, 150. Okay. All right, here's the next one. A smiley face potato chip. This is on eBay.
It's on eBay?
Yeah.
That thing's gonna get eaten before I'd give you $1.
Do people try to bring like food items in like that? That can't be
Someone brought a
sanitary.
piece of toast in one time. I forget what was on it. It was like whatever, or not a
Was
piece
it
of toast. It
Jesus?
was a bread. Like it was a dried up piece of bread. It had look. I forget what was on it.
Okay, so we're not getting anything for the potato chip. Except
Yeah, 75 cents.
Okay, then you can buy an
Winner.
actual bag of potato chips. That's fun. I'm living for that. All right.
Cool. All right, next one. If I brought in Justin Bieber's right Yeezy, just the one.
And he's worn them.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah,
And I'm guessing those are samples from Kanye.
probably.
Probably. Is it signed by the Biebs?
Ooh,
I think it was just. Ooh, that is a good question. What if it was not, but it was still worn by him?
With documentation worn by the Biebs, I mean, I'd probably somewhere between 1,000 and 1,500. I'm just guessing without having any idea what it's worth. I mean, it's Justin Bieber. You know, I imagine someone would pay $3,000 for that easy, especially if it was signed. They'd probably pay a little more.
Wow. Okay.
I mean, Justin Bieber is Justin Bieber. He's gonna, you know, and that shoe's gonna go up in 20 more years. He's probably gonna keep making hits. You know.
Huh. That's the nicest anyone's ever.
Example. I'm trying to.
Yeah, it's the actual shoe. This one was on eBay, so I don't know if it's signed. But all right, here's the next one. Lady Gaga used teacup.
I'd buy that for $2,000. I love Lady Gaga.
Same. Monsters. How much was this?
So I will tell you, this sold at auction. It actually did have her lipstick imprint on it too.
No one told me that, but
okay, the lipstick's on it.
I'm sticking with my $2,000.
Okay.
I want to say it was in.
Someone paid $5,000.
It was in the hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Was it?
Yes. It was for charity, so it was for the Japanese earthquake charity.
Different.
Yeah.
So you got to write that off. So like, that's the thing. Like those Nike Air Mags, like those ones in the Back to the Future. Everyone wants so much money for them, but the reason they do is because they first came out at a charity auction where people overpaid for them because they get to write it off and get a tax credit for it. So if I would have known this was a charity auction, I would have said not hundreds of thousands, but I probably would have said like 30 or 40 for sure.
That is still
stellar.
It's a lot. I mean, it seems like too much for me, but I mean, it's Lady Gaga. She wore a meat dress.
She sure did. She sure did. All right, here's the next one. Michael Jackson's Thriller teeth.
I don't even know. Those got to be worth more than Lady Gaga cup. Probably if someone brought them into the pawn shop. I mean, depending on how many pairs there were, if they're just the one or two, I'm guessing probably like 50 to 75 grand.
Oh my God, that's insane. Oof. But I guess it's a cool like
Michael Jackson.
Item. I mean, it's Michael Jackson.
He has, despite how you feel about him, the man has hit after hit after hit, and he's not just big in America. He's even bigger in China, where there's way more people, and 2/3 of the world's money speaks Mandarin. So.
Very true. I feel like out of all the things, this is the one. Well, I kind of like the shoes too, the Tricera hops. Those are pretty fun. But I like the teeth. All right, let's see what's next.
They've all been good items so far.
What'd you say?
They've all been pretty good items so far.
Okay. So besides that stupid potato chip, okay. Next one.
All right, next. Russell Crowe's Cinderella Man jockstrap. Worn by him during the movie.
Probably 2,500. Or unless you have authentication that it's screen worn, then it would go up a lot. Because they make a lot of these, and if it's not screen worn, then the price is significantly down. If it is screen worn, it would probably go up. I don't know. I mean, I'd probably be willing to pay at least 10 for it, around that ballpark.
Wow.
Oh, I figured it would have gone the opposite direction because it's Russell Crowe. But interesting.
Yeah,
okay.
but still a screen-worn movie prop, and people do like Russell Crowe still, even though, he's weirded out. People are always going to collect it. Over time, everyone forgets. I'm sorry, Chumlee. It's just Les Miserables is just seared in my brain forever. So if you haven't sat through that, but
do people collect jock straps? Is that like a thing?
That's not a jock strap. That's a screen worn movie prop. If
Okay.
it's screen worn,
And it
if
looks-
it's screen worn,
yeah.
if it's not screen worn, someone would probably still pay a couple $1,000 for it.
It's also leather.
Unique. All right, this might be our last one. And we got 2 more. Okay, a Bozo the Clown baseball card.
Probably like
And
$1.
$1. But he's a
Without knowing
player.
any history on this or how rare they are, or I don't see anybody wanting to collect this unless it happens to be some type of specially limited card that was in the collection. Very super rare.
Okay, sorry,
People are
Bozo.
afraid of clowns.
I mean,
Fair.
I am.
Pennywise ruined it for all of us.
That's true.
Oh, I
Yeah.
love
So did John Wayne Gacy, but
That's a different type of clown, Danica.
I didn't want to bring that up.
Yeah. All right.
Do we
Now,
have one more?
yes.
Yes. Whatever this is.
Is that are they wearing New York Rangers hockey jerseys?
Yeah, it's 2
At least one of them
taxidermies.
is.
Squirrels.
I would not pay anything for that because this is Golden Knights town.
Yeah. Good
Oh.
night. Yeah. Suck it, Rangers.
But depending on who made that, it could be worth a few $100s. I mean, it could even be worth $1,000.
What?
It could be worth nothing, but I mean, there's some of these companies, they're just people collect them just because it was made by the company.
Okay. I feel like this was someone made this at home with the squirrels they found in their front yard. I have no idea the story behind this. Anyway,
It's probably
that was
porcelain. It's probably like a porcelain set. It looks like that's what I'm thinking.
I hope so.
porcelain.
That's what I'm thinking.
Okay.
Really hope they're not actual taxidermy squirrels. That's all I can say.
Fun fact: he's actually wearing Russell Crowe's jockstrap under that.
Then it's
Really
worth
fun.
way more.
I don't know. Anyway.